Welcome to the video, guys. As you all know, the SNP, Nicola Sturgeon and Ian Blackford have used the coronavirus consistently to play party politics against the UK government, because wee Jimmy Cranky here has a little bit of power in relation to dealing with the coronavirus crisis and wants to use it to its full potential. Because she might not get another chance again, the SNP are a complete disaster up in Scotland, whether it be education or health, along with a multitude of other issues. They are running on borrowed time at the moment, especially when you couple it with their independence dreams that are not really independence at all. They want to become the vassal state of Europe, which we already know and have laughed at many times, along with the fact they stand almost zero chance of actually getting into the EU because of their budget deficit, along with the fact they do not have their own currency or central bank. Well, the BBC and one of their reporters was just pointing out how much Nicola Sturgeon was enjoying having some control over Scotland when usually she doesn't, which was obviously flipped round by a majority of the media and Nicola Sturgeon herself, trying to insinuate that the BBC host was making out Nicola Sturgeon was enjoying the coronavirus crisis, when in fact the BBC host obviously meant Nicola Sturgeon was enjoying having some power, as I have said many times and is clearly obvious. Nicola Sturgeon has purposely done things differently to the UK government to try and appeal to her independence supporting base and make it look like she has some real power, when we all know she doesn't. She is just a puppet Prime Minister at the end of the day. Well, many outlets are reporting on this situation, all attacking the BBC, which usually I am all for, but this time it's not really warranted. The BBC reporter did not mean what Nicola Sturgeon and the SNP, along with the imbeciles on Twitter, are trying to claim. Nicola Sturgeon angrily denies enjoying splitting from UK coronavirus blueprint. Nicola Sturgeon has angrily defended enjoying deviating from Boris Johnson's lockdown exit plan in an attack on a BBC News report that suggested she was relishing the opportunity, which obviously she is. She's relishing the opportunity of running the country that she has been the puppet Prime Minister for a long time now. The First Minister took to social media after Sarah Smith, the BBC Scotland editor, reported that it was obvious that Nicola Sturgeon has enjoyed the opportunity to set out her own lockdown rules and not have to follow what's happening in England or other parts of the UK. Which I'm sure you will all agree is not saying that Nicola Sturgeon is enjoying the coronavirus crisis, which is what she tried to insinuate with the tweet we're going to look at here. Miss Sturgeon tweeted that, "Never in my political career have I enjoyed anything less than this. My heart breaks every day for all those who have lost loved ones to this virus." Miss Smith later apologised for her report, saying that she should have said that the SNP leader was embracing rather than enjoying the chance to set a separate policy. No, you should have stayed with what you said and not apologised. At the end of the day, there was absolutely nothing wrong with what you said. It would appear to be based in reality, to some degree at least, if not completely. The BBC reporter suffered a fierce online backlash from angry nationalists after Eric Geddes, the SNP head of media, shared a clip online of the report and called it shameful, much like the SNP's performance in Scotland in general since Nicola Fishlet Sturgeon has been in charge. And here is the tweets from Nicola Sturgeon and obviously Sarah Smith apologising when she shouldn't. The row broke out after Miss Sturgeon announced she will finally start easing Scotland's lockdown from the end of next week, more than 2 weeks after England, because, like I said, she is playing party politics. We're not going to read anything about the lockdown, we're aware of all this now. And of course, Miss Sturgeon has also refused to endorse the Prime Minister's vague and imprecise switch of message from stay at home to stay alert, as we know and I've laughed at before. Now, we actually have the clip here, which we will take a look at, so you can hear for yourself what she is saying and how she's saying it. She is certainly not saying Nicola Sturgeon is enjoying the coronavirus crisis.
Scotland editor Sarah Smith is in Glasgow for us this evening. So no change for some time yet, Sarah? Yeah, the Scottish Government are planning to publish a document, a route map, on Thursday this week, which will outline how they plan to cautiously and gradually ease some lockdown restrictions. But no changes will actually be introduced until the 28th of May at the earliest. So it will be the end of the month before people in Scotland can sit in the park, play a game of golf or tennis, visit a garden centre, or maybe even restart some outdoor work like on construction sites. Now, the Scottish Government say that, like all of the UK nations, they base their advice on expert advice that they are given and that it's got nothing to do with politics. But it has been obvious that Nicola Sturgeon has enjoyed the opportunity to set her own lockdown rules and not have to follow what's happening in England or other parts of the UK. The gamble is whether or not people will continue to support her taking a different path when they're living under more stringent restrictions than people in other parts of the United Kingdom. Sarah Smith in Glasgow, thank you.
So you can see there, in no way is she insinuating that Nicola Sturgeon is enjoying the coronavirus crisis, as she would try to make out in her tweet afterwards. It is more complete and utter ridiculous nonsense from wee Jimmy Cranky here, using everything she can as an attack on everyone, trying to shift the blame off of herself and the SNP. With reports also suggesting that Nicola Sturgeon covered up the night conference at the start of the coronavirus crisis. None of this is making her look very good. This conference is what they think actually started the outbreak in Scotland, and she covered it up for something like a couple of weeks. Personally, I think it's absolutely ridiculous this BBC reporter actually apologised. It's clearly obvious to me what she meant. As I said, Nicola Sturgeon, it seems, is just trying to use absolutely everything she can to play party politics because of the own issues she has up there in Scotland, due to her complete incompetence and the incompetence of every snivelling shitweasel she has around her. Now, before I go, I've started doing live streams and uploading gaming content on my second channel. If you would like to come and join me for a live stream to chat in real time, have an interest in gaming related content on YouTube, or just want to follow me over there because you are a legend, the link will be down in the video description below and as a pinned comment. I hope to see you all there. Now, as always, before I go, I want to thank our PayPal, Patreon, Subscribestar and YouTube members for supporting the channel, along with everyone who watches my videos. Remember to let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe with the notification bell and share this video as it helps the channel a lot. And I will see you all in the next one.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors. Slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires. And that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going, and we are glad to be going. We're off.